Welcome back to The Division 2. In this one, me and Pete jumped on PC and our friend from the channel, Chaca, come along and joined us just to run a couple of missions. And I mean, I'm around shade level 10 and I think Pete's like 16. I think I'm like 11 or 12 now. Pete's shade level 16. So it was just for a little mess around to switch it up from playing on Xbox. And I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of context behind it. Also, there is a very big chunky portion of this video, I think almost 6 minutes of it, is us talking about video games, the development of them, and there's just like a conversation just specifically about games whilst I'm going through all of my optimization and recalibration library and everything. So I've included that, but what I will be doing is also separating that into its own video as well, because I think it's a really interesting topic. It's not a rant or anything, it's just a simple discussion, and that way with it having its own separate video, this video is mainly focused on issues that happened within the game as we were playing it, and then the separate video will basically be to open up discussions about development of games and just get community feedback and see what everyone else thinks of the situation we have an opinion on. So don't forget to sub to the channel, turn notifications on, check out the merch, Patreon and memberships in the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, now we have a problem. I can't invite you to group for some reason.
Let's see if my settings.
Welcome to the Division.
Can't invite, crossplay is disabled.
Huh?
Crossplay? Like PC crossplay? What?
I don't know, I've clicked on it, can't invite, crossplay is disabled, but the crossplay is not in this game. Is there any way to enable it, just to see?
I mean, I could click on your name and try to join group.
Yeah, try that.
Ta-da!
There we go. Yeah, maybe if we just run some story missions, try and get some loot or something.
Yeah. Let's see what's
So
the map
if
at
I...
today. You need rifles, backpacks.
Oh no, I've pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I've chucked my revive hive. Help! I've not played. I forgot it's F. Let's stick it on heroic, which is not going to end well. But
For us too, it's not, but...
Oh well, believe me, when I get that one tap wonder from out of nowhere, that red bar that one taps you.
Oh god. Bill, you're playing it like you're on your Xbox. You just run it. You're gonna die.
I am. How do I combat roll?
I don't know.
I think I've got it binds to control. I was pressing space, which is my cover button.
Oh. Watch out, there's another one inside of there.
You getting up?
This is not going to end well.
Oh no, I've just put my thing on you. Give it back. It's my drone. I don't know how to get it back.
Maybe double tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
It's so much different. Like, even though you got a next-gen upgrade for this on Xbox, it still feels so much smoother on PC.
Armor broke. Bye.
Oh, fuck off. I got excited about a god roll, then I saw the colours and it's fucking rainbow.
Yes, sir. You remember how excited everyone was, but the one or two content creators that they cuddle in bed with that didn't want the second one to be 100% the same color.
I don't even know what percentage they ended up going with for that.
No, they won't reveal it.
I don't think they did much changing, because I still get rainbows really often.
Sweet galloping Jesus, she said.
Yeah, Jesus rides a horse.
Didn't you know? I'm sitting here like, I'm shocked by her saying something like that when I should have known.
Oh, I got an exotic!
Nice.
Look at you.
Oh,
I actually got the
tardigrade on this.
Please be
Well,
a
I
good
got
roll.
the paratrooper SVD, so...
Oh, I got trolled. It's not the tardigrade.
Oh god, what was it? Was it...
It's one of the components of the fucking pistol. I got so excited about it.
Jesus. Yeah, you're gonna have to build that, get that out of the inventory. All those. Oh god, do you have any of the exotics that you had to do to build? Like the Nemesis and...
No, I've got nothing at all. I'm going to chuck together some like mid-tier sort of AR DPS build. Oh, we're going to be here for weeks.
How brilliant of a system would it be that if you received something for the first time, it should pop up on screen and just allow you to put it into the workbench regardless of where you are?
That'd be so handy.
Oh my god.
Just too much work for them to do things like that.
I mean, I guess they could just do an EA thing and like make you pay for it. Would you like to do this? $5.
I can't wait for all the stuff in Battlefield 2042.
Was it you who did the video about people complaining that people were going to be hiding in the corners with the midnight outfit? That
I spoke about it, yeah.
Holy
just
shit.
to see how people thought, like what people thought about it.
Okay, I didn't know if people were already complaining about it or what. I mean, is there just nothing people won't complain about nowadays?
No, literally every little thing in a game will be moaned about.
Wow, I just feel sorry for the devs. I mean, they don't do themselves any favors, but Jesus, imagine having to pander to so many people.
See, that's why a lot of developers just ignore the community, because there's so many people coming from different angles. I want this, I want that. But then the people they do get involved and listen to are always the people that don't have a clue what should be in the game.
Yeah, I understand, but if you could find no faults in a game as a content creator, then, you know, there's obviously only one direction that you're willing to go, and that ends up hurting the player base in the long run. You know, you're just trying to get the hits, people to follow your channel, and then in the meantime, people are buying a crappy game. They get disenfranchised, and then they just don't want to play anything else going forward. Just seems backwards to me.
There are so many fantastic games out there that people won't give the time of day because of these AAA titles, and it's all because of the companies behind them. Like, you think with Madden 22, that is such a bad game to the point of during a match, and it's just like bloody rugby, you would have, like, some people have played the game and there is a full-on, like, house that spawned in the middle of the rugby field, like the Madden field, and there's someone went into a game against a computer and the opposing team didn't exist. They were completely invisible. But it's because EA have so much money to put into marketing and all this money to put into trailer creation and stuff, it just sucks all the players in and they just buy into it. Whereas all these indie games, they don't have all the big marketing funds and stuff. And that's why I've switched. I'll do my rants every now and then, but I'm just going to start focusing on the indie stuff to promote it more, because it deserves all the promotion it can get. Like, me and Pete have just got our hands on early access to Bus Simulator 21 we'll be playing. And I know simulators aren't for everyone, but if people are interested, they might not have a clue because the company doesn't have as much money as like Ubisoft or EA, so they can't just go and pile loads of marketing like funds out there.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%. It is a shame because there are some brilliant indie games out there that, I mean, even that Sandstorm one, as imperfect as, you know, you could find the faults in it, it still loads better than any of these other shooters I've been playing. The customization is way better. The teamwork is way better. I mean, even in a group of 12, if there's like only one or two people talking, it's still kind of understood amongst you know, the players when you need to defend a point or stay at a certain place or whatever. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a shame.
Did you see what happened with Horizon Forbidden West?
Oh God, they had to backpedal so hard on that, didn't they?
Yeah, because they were trying to lock the PS5 upgrade behind the most expensive editions, and everyone went mental, so they've backpedaled on it. But it's the same thing that Battlefield 2042 is doing. It's just because EA have so many fans for Battlefield, people won't call it out. Because you get a week early access to the game if you buy one of the two biggest editions.
Yeah, that's sometimes you just got to kind of take the bullet, find something else to do instead of just blindly following. I'm not going to fall off the bridge with other people just because I used to play this game and it has so many memories for me. I mean, what the hell kind of mentality is that?
I keep saying to people, they're like, oh, $120 isn't a lot of money. And I say to them, like, because they're always like, oh, you're bitching for the sake of bitching, just move on and forget about the game. And I'm like, yeah, but if you went to a restaurant and you paid $120 for a meal and that come out mouldy, you're going to complain about it.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, people are just jumping on to play games because they're bored, and they'll just put blinders on. I'm bored. Well, I mean, they invented books a long time ago.
Not only that, just go outside, sit on the grass, like read a book, listen to some music, do whatever you got to do. You don't have to sit there and play games. Ugh, ready for this story difficulty. We might actually get some kills and I might not die.
I mean,
Wouldn't go that far. Might get some kills.
Oh, please don't. I'm feeling the pressure already. See, that's what happens with most games, in my opinion, now. Their art design and level design is fantastic. It's the gameplay cycles that are ruined.
they never sorted out the ammo thing when you like go from off map.
No, where you lose all your specialization.
Yeah,
ammo.
all your specialization ammo, and then
Yeah.
like even just your regular primary, secondary. Ooh.
It's purple.
All right, go
I'm
ahead.
not even picking it up. Let me out. There you go.
So Pete, big reptile and arachnid fan, are you?
Yeah, I've always had weird pets for forever.
So what does it consist of?
Got 2 boas, 5 tree frogs, 4 dart frogs,
The whole of London Zoo.
7 different tarantulas.
Do you is there any type of for the boas? Do you have to register them or anything like that to let like a municipality know that you have that, just in case
No,
one of them were to get out or anything? No.
no, you can get away with that over here.
Okay.
The only thing I'd ever have to register for is if I got venomous snakes, which I won't do because kids.
Right.
Have you mentioned Little Bill?
Oh yeah, little Bill, my little fat Pac-Man frog.
Toads and frogs that live in harmony with each other.
The white tree frogs, they live with a bunch of fire-belly toads, and they're all fine together.
Is it just a bunch of insects that you feed them? Flies or
Yeah, crickets and
crickets?
stuff. The dart frogs, they get fruit flies. So I'm always getting in shit for there being fruit flies and crickets running around the house. Cockroaches are the spiders.
We have a problem.
What's
Hey.
the problem?
Are you stuck?
My game's just crashed.
Welcome to the division.
I don't know if it's gonna come back or I've
What
not got
screen are
them.
you in? Or you're just not moving?
No, the game just completely froze. All the sound's gone. I'm just stuck.
Oh,
But I've not got
back up.
the circle or not responding. If you two stay in, I'll quickly restart the game and join back.
Okay.
It's saying there's nothing wrong in Task Manager. I'm just gonna have to force close it anyway.
And is that Task Manager for OBS or?
No, like my overall computer Task Manager. I just force closed it.
Is it just? I mean, it literally burns my ass that they abandoned this game and then just never listened to the real community, not this fictitious whatever, but give us some type of real survival. I mean, honestly, if it's the same lot of people, right? Couldn't they just copy paste like they do the apparel for the seasons? That video was great.
See, I think with this game, they've missed such a good opportunity because the community is there. They just needed to do more. But they've been persuaded to move on from it and focus on Avatar and Star Wars.
Yeah.
And with Avatar, there isn't a huge community for it. There are a lot of fans, but Star Wars will be their bigger game. but it's also going to ruin Massive because they're going to destroy that game.
But I have a question. I mean, how many people does it take to work on a new game? 100? 200? Like, and how many people do they employ through the different studios across different countries and states?
I mean, it all depends on the studio. You get some games that are made by one single person, and you get some that take 1,000 people. It just depends on what the company wants to do. I think there's got to be at least 100 people that worked on this.
There used to be. Now there's probably 2.
Yeah, because I think was Johan supposed to be working with Yannick? I don't think Johan's even working with Yannick anymore.
Which one was Johan?
The one that was in a few of the State of the Games towards the end. Right, final part coming up.
Final part. We could do Fei Lao if you want.
No, no, thank you.
God, and that's another thing people just lost their shit over. How can you disrespect her? I mean, you played with her for 5 minutes in the first one.
I got angry with it because they gave like characters that weren't important to the story all of this attention. Yeah, she never got anything, and she was a main character. Because didn't she do all the comms from Boo in number 1? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much her and the 2 guys that are in the New York extension. Yeah, that is the part that is tacky. That everybody during the seasons got a better cutscene than her. Keener got that long, exaggerated one after you killed him.
He sat there on the dock and he's just, oh, this isn't the end, and just drops his watch, or he has his watch taken, and it was just dragged out for no reason.
But again, I'd be an absolute liar if I didn't say when this game came out, I didn't put 2,000 hours in the first few months that it was out. I mean, it was brilliant, and they couldn't do anything wrong, with the obvious exception of bugs and glitches. But you know what I mean. In the grander scheme of things, this game there's nothing like it.
Oh yeah, no, there still isn't to this day. This game's one of a kind, and it's amazing. It's just held back by lack of creativity
and upper management. Yeah, they just won't let them. Like in Breakpoint, they took away the human aspect of the game, didn't they? And they put in drones and stuff because.
Yeah, the whole thing was smothered in them. And I think they made the mistake because when the Terminator live event happened, it was really good. You get the Terminator MK14, you can take them down really quick. Then all of a sudden, they took them out of the game, ended the live event, brought them back later on as a permanent thing in the open world, but now you can't kill them. They're really bad bullet sponges. And it's just like, why have you tweaked the coding for their health and armor and stuff? Just leave it how it is.
Oh, I can't believe you went and even played that after the event.
I just tried it because they added the Terminators in, and I had people leaving comments on my older video about how to take them down, and they were like, oh, it's not working, the Terminators aren't taken down. I'm like, yeah, that's the whole difference. It's not the live event anymore. This is the permanent feature, and they've just tweaked all their coding and made them annoying.
How is the colour of this gear supposed to be rust? It looks like fucking baby diarrhea. It's not rust.
Baby diarrhea. I get what you mean as well.
Applesauce diarrhea, yeah.
It's not rust. Motherfuckers. Can't be
It's more. It's like a tan, isn't it?
I'm running the mission with the shit on my back. And shits on my knees. Shits from my gun holsters.
Anybody going up on this truck for cover?
No, I'm going to my revive hive for cover.
Coming up on this truck for cover.
Examine.
Oh, he's doing it again. Checking loot.
I always do it.
Favorite enemy type belt. Oh.
Now yours.
I love how he'll just be taking 762 to the face and stuff and doesn't even flinch.
Yeah.
The waves depend on how many people you have as well, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is the waves. I think it's just the enemy veterancy.
Oh, okay. So it'll always be, regardless of heroic, if it's 1 people or 4, it's just the amount of vets.
Yeah, I think I don't even think difficulty changes the amount of waves. I think it all just increases the veterancy.
Yeah. Alright. I'm bringing up the rear. 1 sec.
Oh, we can just skip this, can't we?
Yep.
I always forget
sorry,
about this room.
Sneaking through the door. No.
I think the worst thing in this game is the fire damage.
Oh.
They needed to balance that.
Hold on 1 sec. Yeah, I think now, the one tweet he does put out after months of absolute silence is that they're going to work on the shock trap or the shrapnel trap. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, I saw that from Yannick. No, we're going to be doing some balancing changes. Yeah, we're looking at use shrapnel trap.
Wasn't that a thing in Division 1? You would start bleeding before the grenades even went off?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially on the, oh, what was that map? Signal? Lost Signal, maybe? Where it was really bad? Which is the one that had the APC in it that would just start yeeting rounds at you all the time?
Is that the fire one? Oh wait, no. That's Falcon. Is it Falcon Lost?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, something with the Falcon in it. Yep.
Yeah, Falcon Lost. Lost Signal. That's the one where you have to have the shields at the end and the X marks the spots actually not aligned properly.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody had to use a shield. You would just get wrecked in that one.
We struggled with that.
They did it right. I mean, how brilliant was Div 1?
Amazing.
Oh, did he just clip through the door?
Yeah, they always do.
It means there's 2 of them when that happens. One will clip through and then the other one stays on the proper side of it where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's never changed. It's been there since the start.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Division 1, they had the game modes, they had incursions, they had things to actually do week in, week out. I know a lot of it come late into the cycle of the game, but we're in the same situation with Division 2 now, where it's at that end of the game cycle. So we should have all the stuff Division 1's got, so that we can play it weekly and earn new stuff. Because you can do what? You can do all the legendary resets.
Yep.
You can do all the incursions for them. You can just go round and just play the game and have stuff to do. Whereas this, nothing ever changes.
And the apparel. I mean, forget about. I mean, even just going to that vendor, who you could just get apparel from, or go into the apartments and find apparel, and all the drawers and so on and so. I mean, the game was literally it. And nothing will ever be better than Division 1 as far as Ubisoft is concerned. One thing we haven't had so far are rogue agents during a mission.
I don't even think they're a thing anymore. Like, they are, but I think their chances got really, really badly reduced.
Yep.
Because we did
one good thing about the game.
Yeah, the last season that was running, I don't know if they've changed it now. We got all the way to level 100, like tier 100. And I think we only had 1 rogue agent encounter.
Jesus, really?
Yeah. And we were doing missions non-stop. Because it was when we were doing all the speed runs for the leaderboards.
What are they so confused about over there?
Why Massive left them alone. Why Massive ditched them. They're wondering why the blue guys are more important to Massive than them.
I tell you what, for being low levels and stuff like that, I mean, it seems pretty seamless to me. Just imagine if you had stronger attachments and stuff.
Yeah, if we had our Xbox builds, it'd be so easy.
Sure. I mean, imagine, and just having awareness and stuff like that makes such a huge difference in games like this.
And it's just proof that shade level doesn't actually mean anything. Like, you get these people that are like, I've done so many legendaries with random players, and there are like shade level 6,000s, and they go down before shade level 200s. And some people will think, oh, look, this person's shade level 6,000. It just means they put a lot of time into the game. It doesn't mean they're amazing.
All right. Agreed. I mean, what makes a solid game, a good trilogy or series or whatever? To me, in my mind, it's keeping the core of the game the same. Obviously, upgrading, the scenery and stuff like that. With like, if you went from Unreal Engine 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, like over the years as your, trilogy kept going, and but I don't understand why they got to implement all this new stuff. Like what worked so well in Division 1 and Division 2, keep it, because that's why you grew such a dedicated fan base, and then add new stuff that if it's hit or miss, Kenley College, then you can just scrub it or just leave it for, it only pops up every few weeks or whatever. To me, it just seems that simple. Why has it got to be so much more difficult than that?
I don't know, but I totally agree in every single way. They could have brought in, like, they could have just updated survival, resistance, underground, all their modes, just brought them into the Division 2. Just like even kept the game as this game is now, but just had the Division 1 modes in there. I don't know why they released this game with 0 game modes, because that's what the community absolutely loved. Like me, Pete, Lewis, and I can't remember who else. I think it might have been Turtles. We were all going back to the Division 1 every single day to go and play Resistance, because it's actually replayable content. So instead of them releasing the Summit, going, oh, we've made this 100 floor skyscraper, go, oh, we've added Resistance, we've expanded the map a little bit, we've got 3 different zones. They're a little bit different in terms of their like setup and like how the levels are designed, but it's the same core functions that you all know and love from the Division 1. That would have brought so many people back to the game.
100%. Yeah, it's just alarming, really. It's like having, if you make $1 billion a year as a company, why wouldn't you want to do 1.1 the next?
I think that is a part of it, because say for survival from Division 1, because it's an old feature. I think the companies are scared of all the people that are used to that mode not playing it, because they know exactly how it works. They want to keep things fresh, but they don't need to do that. That's what they don't understand. They don't have to make all this new stuff all the time. Just give the players content. Instead of doing repeated seasons for year 3, if they, instead of a season every 3 months, if they brought in a mode from the Division 1 that was just enhanced every 3 months, they would have at least 10, 15,000 concurrent players. That they would have
duration in there for the sticky launcher, 7.5. Yeah, no. I mean, well said. It's just you just build on a foundation. Division 1 was the foundation. Why
exactly, because they made loads of mistakes with the Division 1, but they like corrected them and made the game amazing in the end. So they should have taken that foundation and just expanded on it.
Yeah, I just don't like. Their biggest concern was things like an offensive mural or something on the wall somewhere that you would literally have to go out of your way to see, and fixing that. Or like, what were the other things that came up? Well, like obviously the DPS. We all know about that glitch that literally hurt no one. But
I can't remember some of the stupid stuff.
The DPS glitch allowed people to get through their seasons quickly, like you said in the video. And so they rolled everybody back. How convenient to before the season started. That way you missed out and you had to regrind for all that stuff in the seasonal content.
Yep.
But then did you hear about the glitch that occurred where if you went into the dark zone and put all of your, what is it? The perks. What the hell is that called when you make the thing more challenging?
Directives?
Yeah, directives.
Yeah.
You were literally like, I remember I started like at a 20 something, and I probably did 40 levels in an hour and a half or something. But they didn't punish anybody for that. They didn't roll people back for quote unquote exploiting an error, and that was in PvP. Like, but in PvE, when you do the damage glitch, the DPS glitch, like they went mental.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a lot of issues with the Dark Zone. There were armor exploits, there were shield exploits. They never ever banned anyone or anything like that. They just fixed it. And even though it's PvE with the raid, they had that world's first competition, which was pathetic, but they had teams in there competing that were using a glitch that would let you infinitely like spam the RPG. So you could go through the raid really quick, and these people were using that glitch non-stop and nothing ever happened. I don't know why. I think they just had a lot of people requesting that players were banned. Like Epic Slayers did 2 or 3 videos saying that people need to be banned for the DPS glitch. So I think Massive just, we're actually going to do something about this just to show people that we are listening, and just banned everyone. I mean, I don't get it though, because they sat there and stated the game several times saying their systems were 100% accurate. Yet they weren't, because I promoted that DPS glitch on my channel, made it public that I was using it. I even did a video of hitting Logan, the boss at the end of District on Legendary. I hit him for 400 million with one shot. I made it so public that I knew about it and I was using the glitch. I think I was the only one or one of 2 out of my group that never got banned. And it screwed me over as well, because of legit speedruns. There are legendaries that I can't go for anymore because I've got like 8 or 9 minute timers still sat on the leaderboards for them. Yeah, we had quite an active clan, and then I think it was after they said they're not going to do anything else with the game, everyone just stopped playing.
Yep. That was right about the time they introduced that first round of nerfs, like on the Eagle Bearer and stuff, wasn't it? So I remember that set off a lot of people.
No, people were mad at me because of that Eagle Bearer nerf. I specifically stated in my video, don't touch it for PvE.
Yeah.
It doesn't need nerfing in PvE. It's not hurting anyone. It's actually helping players get through content faster. And then just because it's easier for them, they go, we're doing a 15% nerf across the board. Like, you fucking assholes. I had my comments filled up that day. Oh, they've nerfed it because of you. You're a prick. I'm unsubbing from your channel. No, not my fucking fault.
Yeah, because you're just best mates with those guys from Division 2.
If you believe in something, then fucking chase it. Don't be scared of a few people running their mouth in a comment section.